Hello everybody, welcome to Crafty Soup. My name is Misty. I am here once again with my Mystery Box Monday project, where I have this grab bag of supplies. I pull out 3 items and I see what I can do with them on a crafty project. So let's dive in. All right, so here is my mystery box. I don't know what's in this box. I've had this box for a while and I've been doing this project all last year, and I will keep going until this box is empty. I try not to let my sense of touch influence me, but sometimes that's difficult. I also try not to open up the box so that I can see inside when it's difficult to get things out, but I do my best. And here are the 3 items that I have to work with this time around. So I've got a sticker sheet that's very bright and colorful, and this is a screen printing sheet, which is intended to use with paint. I'm going to put that to use with some pigment ink instead this time. And then a little puffy sticker sheet of arrows and whatnot, and those will be easy for me to use. The color palette is definitely not easy for me to use, so I had to figure out where to go with this story. And this one screen print word says memories on it. So I'm going to use that to create a row of basically pattern paper along the edge of my paper. And with the kitchen related stickers, I decided to tell a story about a menu board that I put up in my kitchen. And as I'm working with these products, I'm testing out this screen printing piece because I don't know how it's going to behave. So I start pouncing it with my pigment ink, and at first nothing happens. So screen printing has like a fine mesh to it that the paint can squish through. So in order to work with pigment ink here, I have to squish really hard. But in the end, I do get it to work. And then I start making my row. And this is where things started not going great. I decided to go ahead and do one word at the very top, one word at the very bottom, one word in the middle, and then I was going to visually split the difference between these and fill in the gaps. And this is where I realized my word was about 1 inch tall. I should have gone ahead and lined up the bottom line of my word with a line on my grid map to get them nice and evenly spaced. But it is what it is. I finished up, and you know, there's a lot of smudges off on the right, but I am going to cover that up with some scraps of pattern paper that I pulled out, and I'm going to edge punch all of these. And when I edge punch, I have a little thin strip that's left over, so I'm going to put those to use as well. And I'm going to use all kinds of different edge punches because I can. And I chose scraps of paper, both in a black for contrast and then in some wood grains because that is part of my kitchen scheme. I've got yellow and wood grain decorations in the kitchen. Now, when I am laying out my project, I want to lay it out generally in this rule of 3 grid, and I'm going to put the most important thing on that intersection of that grid, which is going to be my title. Now, it's not perfectly lined up, but I do my best to get it there. And my photo is going to be centered in between 3 areas of embellishing, which I'm going to do with all these stickers and some color blocking with more scraps of pattern paper. So I'm going to cut all of that into circles to do my color blocking. Now, these stickers could end up being super random on this layout. Pardon my phone, which I'm trying to avoid. So I'm going to organize them into groups of colors with these circles. So it's all going to contain that. I'm also going to ink all the edges to kind of help, you know, give a little bit more definition to those circles and help contain them a little bit more. So here is my title. I did add a little handwritten subtitle to that on more black to pull in that black color just a little bit more. You can see I have all my circles here. I do have one in ledger print that I'm going to journal on, and I'm just trying to figure out the best arrangement for the sizes and placements of these circles. And then I start color blocking those embellishments. I get through most all of this process, and I realize I had some red embellishments left because I had pulled out 4 sets of embellishments and not just 3, like I had my 3 zones of clusters. So I take that 4th grouping of red and I put it next to my title. And when I'm color blocking these embellishments, I try to have vertical elements, horizontal elements, small elements, medium-sized elements to kind of make it more dynamic. And over here with my kind of teal zone, I realized I didn't have that going on, so I adjust a few things so that that all works out. And a little bit of overlapping with those embellishments makes it feel less rigid. And that finishes off my layout for this time. I hope you enjoyed this silly project. I just do this to kind of stretch my creative thinking a little bit and because it's just silly and fun. So that is it for this time. I have 2 more videos planned for you this week, so I hope you will join me next time. And until then, have an artful day.